My project explores the possible use of text and citation analysis of research papers produced for a historical methods course. The History Department tracks History 3300 for unit effectiveness purposes, since it is the only upper division course required of all history undergraduate degree plans, typically taken as one of the first upper division courses. This phase of my project seeks answers to two questions. What is the best tool or tools to use to evaluate research papers? And can we use text and citation analysis for assessment and unit effectiveness purposes? Fellow PLCer Heather Scalf from the UT Arlington Library is investigating the analysis of citations, particularly primary source citations. I am evaluating several text analysis software, free or trial, for ease of use and assessment potential. I tested 5 pieces of software: Voyant Tools, the Microsoft Word Readability Statistics feature, an online readability test tool, Linguistic Inquiry and Word Count, or LIWC, and Metrix Text Easability Assessor. I will describe each and discuss their usefulness for assessment of History 3300 research methods papers. Voyant Tools is free and web-based. It is very easy to use, and you can either upload a file or paste text directly into the tool. Analysis is fast, and there are many ways to visualize the text, from word clouds and linked words to bubble lines and scatter plots. There is also a summary providing basic information including word count, vocabulary density, average words per sentence, and distinctive words, in addition to various ways to tabulate the text. You can upload more than one document and compare them to each other. The visualizations of text are the strength of this tool, and an instructor could use Voyant for a quick visualization of key terms or linked words in a paper, or for comparing a draft to a final submission. Voyant Tools is only of minimal use for assessment purposes. Microsoft Word calculates flesh reading easability and flesh-Kincaid grade level as part of spell and grammar check. Advantages of this tool are that it is located in Word and it can be used offline. Unfortunately, you must run a complete grammar and spell check to calculate these two readability factors. If you are an instructor, this might be a useful exercise as part of your grading assessment, but it is too time-consuming to be useful for a unit effectiveness assessment. Students should use the tool as part of the revising and editing process to produce college-level work. There are many free web-based readability tools available. I found the Readability Test Tool by WebpageFX to be the most useful and user-friendly. You can paste student papers directly into the tool interface box, and results are almost instantaneous. The test tool calculates values for flesh reading ease, flesh-Kincaid grade level, Gunning Fogg score, Coleman-Leo index, automated readability index, and SMOG index, as well as basic text statistics including percentage of complex words. The scales for reading ease and grade level are ready-made for assessment purposes. Since History 3300 is one of the first upper division courses history majors take, papers should be written at a grade level of 14 or above to be considered proficient, or above 12 to be considered competent level college writing. Reading ease scores should be 50 or below for undergraduate level work. This tool also provides nice data visualizations. On the left is the visualization for a proficient college level paper. A paper below college level writing is on the right. The next tool, LIWC, is a downloadable piece of software. A 1-month trial costs $10 and the full purchase price is $89. LIWC is very efficient and user-friendly. You can upload an entire folder of papers at once, and analysis is lightning fast. The researcher determines which variables to assess, and LIWC provides data for each paper in an exportable spreadsheet format. For my assessment purposes, I return data on 2 summary variables, analytic and clout, average words per sentence, and percentage of words 6 letters or greater. LIWC can analyze many grammatical and linguistic processes, from punctuation to informal language use, as well as cognitive and psychological processes. I will explore these additional variables in a later stage of the project. LIWC provides average variable scores for various types of writing, with academic writing compared to the New York Times. These values are a useful scale for assessing student writing. The analytic variable reveals the degree to which people use words suggestive of logical and hierarchical thinking. The higher the number, the more analytical the thinking. The clout variable refers to a level of confidence in word choice. These two variables, along with the basic text statistics, would be useful in assessment. The final tool tested was Metrix, another free web-based software. This tool proved the most difficult to use for my purposes, since the research papers far exceeded the tool's word limit. I ended up assessing the introduction, first 2 pages, and conclusion, last 2 pages of each paper. Metrix also takes much longer to run and return results. Using Metrix 3.0 yields raw data similar to Luke on various variables. A better choice for my purposes was to run each paper segment through the Metrix Text Easability Assessor. This Metrix tool visualizes results in bar graph form, showing narrativity, syntactic simplicity, word concreteness, referential cohesion, and deep cohesion, along with Flesch-Kincaid grade level. A proficient college-level analytical paper, such as those written for a historical methods research course, should have lower values of narrativity, showing more analysis than storytelling, and syntactic simplicity. College-level work should be more complex. There should be a balance between concrete and abstract words, and higher levels of referential cohesion, the overlap of concepts and ideas from one sentence to the next, and deep cohesion, how well the ideas and information of the whole text are tied together. Here's an example of a proficient junior-senior level college paper. Here is a paper that does not show college-level competency. This preliminary phase of my research proved that 3 tools, the Readability Test Tool, Luke, and Metrix, provided variables for meaningful quantitative assessment. Using these tools, I was able to assess grade level of writing, analytical thinking, complexity, and cohesion in 10 to 15 page research papers, and set standards for student proficiency and competency necessary for unit effectiveness reporting. My next step is to explore options for running longer papers through Metrix and to investigate other analysis variables calculated by both Luke and Metrix for use in assessment. Heather Scalf and I will marry the data from her citation analysis with my text analysis to determine unit effectiveness goals. We will combine our data with other information collected by the department, library, college, and university to identify any discernible patterns. For example, is there a correlation between papers exhibiting greater complexity, higher order critical thinking, and more scholarly citations, with factors such as hours in major, how and where students earned credit for lower division history coursework, GPA, time spent in library, or interface with librarians? We will also define the best pathway for student success, establishing whether particular cohorts of students should take History 3300 earlier or later in their coursework. Finally, we explore whether a competent or proficient level of research and writing in History 3300 predicts subsequent history GPA or retention, and determine if the results point to a need for curricular or student support changes for improvement of student research and writing skills.